Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you want to learn about how you can boost your grades this summer as a Year 12 student, then keep on watching as I share some really good tips on how you can maximize this time that you have to make sure you reach your full potential. Firstly, reflect on this school year. Ask yourself the following questions and be honest. Did you work hard enough? Did you listen in class? Did you ask questions when you couldn't understand a concept? Did you spend enough time outside of class going over your weaknesses? Were you proactive in your learning? Sometimes it's okay to ask for help, and private tuition may be an option for you if you felt that you weren't able to solidify certain concepts, you didn't really understand them in school, or maybe your teacher just brushed over certain important topics in class. This brings me on to today's sponsor, Medicoach, which is an affordable tuition company run by A-star tutors at top universities. Medicoach actually gives you a free introductory session where you are able to meet with a tutor, discuss your weaknesses, and then you can think about ways to progress for future lessons. After this free introductory session, tuition starts from around £24 per hour, which is much more reasonable than the going rate of £40 to even £45 per hour. They do GCSE and A-level tuition remotely online, which is perfect because you are in the comfort of your own home, you are in a safe space, you are somewhere where you are comfortable, and that will help you learn best. One thing that I personally like is the fact that you are taught by a tutor who has sat the same exam board as you, who is young, and who has sat the new specification. In my opinion, having a younger tutor is better than having an older tutor because a younger tutor is more relatable. I feel more comfortable when I'm with someone that is just a few years older than me. So you'll be able to relax during your tuition session knowing that your tutor is experienced, they have gone through what you're going through, they know what the exams are now like. They're better than older tutors who haven't sat the new specification, and that is really important because nowadays exams are really hard. You'll be taught through active recall, which is an evidence-based study method involving going through exam style questions and past paper questions. This is really beneficial because it helps you build long-term memory and it will make solving exam questions in the actual exam a lot easier because you're able to quickly recall information. You'll also be able to chat with the company via Instagram. I think this is really good because nowadays we carry our phones everywhere and it's handy. If you have a question, you can just quickly DM the company on Instagram rather than having to email or call and then waiting for someone to reply back. I like the way that you can Instagram DM. You get a faster response and it allows you to basically identify where you're struggling, and then you can move on to other topics. So it just overall allows for like a smoother learning experience. Guys, this is a really good opportunity to try and use the summertime that you have left to boost your grades. Having a tutor to work alongside you, it will just take a lot of pressure off you, and it helps having someone with you there to motivate you and teach you. If you DM the promo code on screen right now to Medicoach's Instagram account, or if you include it in the Google form linked down below, you will get 50% off your first paid lesson. Thank you so much to Medicoach for sponsoring this part of the video. Tip 2 is to prioritize. Don't procrastinate. Okay, so this is kind of rich coming from me. I can take anywhere between a full day to like 3 days to do a task, especially if I'm given that long to do it. I just find it really difficult at times to sit down, especially when the weather is really nice in the summer. I know it can be hard to motivate yourself to study. I know that some of you guys will be sitting university entrance exams like the UCAT or the BMAT, or you may have mocks to do the moment you literally step into upper sixth. So it is so important that you use the time you have wisely. Nobody's asking you to study the full day. That is completely unrealistic. It's pointless. You're not going to learn or retain anything. I personally think the way you should study is try and aim to do, let's say, 2 to 3 hours a day, but spread it out. Don't just sit in a room for 2 to 3 hours at one time and study. Maybe do an hour after you have your lunch, an hour in the evening, and then maybe do half an hour or an hour before you go to bed just to like consolidate what you've learned. I used to do this for my A levels and even for my GCSEs. I would just take the last hour to like read over any notes I'd made that day or go through my textbook, and it wasn't really like intense studying, but it was just consolidation. The time that you spend now on your education will help you later on, and trust me, you'll be thanking yourself that you spent time on revision in September and October, especially when it comes to your UCAS application and getting teachers to give you those high predicted grades that you need for university. Tip 3 is to eat well and sleep well. From personal experience, I can tell you that sleep literally makes or breaks my body. I'm not joking. If I get, let's say, 7 hours of sleep a day, then I'm pretty good. The next day I feel refreshed, I feel like I'm ready to take on the day, I can do a lot and I'm focused because my mind is fresh. However, if I get, let's say, 3 to 4 hours of sleep a day, it's not good the next day. I just feel so like moody, lazy, I don't want to do anything. It's okay to have those days from time to time. However, and I can speak from personal experience, I know that myself and a lot of other people would kind of compromise their sleep schedule during the summer. It's very easy to like fall into that routine of sleeping late, waking up late, and then you've basically wasted like half the day. Sleep is essential for your mind to rest, for your memory to build those long-term connections that are going to help you in the exam. So why would you not do it? I would say that sleep is probably one of the biggest factors when it comes to boosting your grades, and another is the food you eat. I am no diet queen, nor am I a very healthy eater. But again, I find that if I eat, super duper healthy before an exam, I don't know, I just don't feel like that's normal for me. I like to treat myself, I like to indulge, but at the same time, I'm also one of those people that feels like very nervous before exams, and when I'm studying, I want to try and eat foods that, I don't know, are comforting, but at the same time are not going to make me feel like lazy, lethargic. My favorite study snack is oranges and apples. I will eat maybe like a packet of oranges in 2 to 3 days when it comes to exam revision because, I don't know, oranges are nice, they're fresh, they're refreshing, and I mean, they've got loads of vitamin C, so why not? I would also say it's important to eat your meals consistently. I was studying for the UCAT exam and also I was trying to catch up on work I had missed last year in the summer. So what I did was I would study in the morning for like 2 hours, then I would take a super long lunch break, and this was so beneficial. I would have a really nice lunch and then I would just relax. I'd get YouTube work done, I'd watch YouTube, I would read, I would watch TV. And so I was basically allowing myself to rest because I had, focused intensely for a long period. Therefore, I needed to relax for like an equally long period. At the same time, I wasn't stretching myself too much because it was the summer, but I was also getting work done and I felt like my eating patterns were healthy, but not super healthy to the point where they're boring you. Do you know what I mean? Basically, what I'm trying to say is my lunch felt like a well-deserved break. Sometimes I would eat healthy, sometimes I would indulge myself by getting a takeaway. Either way, it's all about balance, and that's really what you want to try and achieve as well, because it will just help you mentally and it will help you physically. My final tip is to schedule more time for rest, to do things that you enjoy. Oh my god, I have received comments and I've also received Instagram DMs from people saying, "Oh Radhika, I like study for 5 to 6 hours in the summer." Girl, it's summer, not summer school. Why are you studying for that long? It's important that you are doing activities, that you are taking time for yourself, because that's going to motivate you more when you actually sit down to study. You're not going to be feeling like you're missing out. You're not going to be feeling like, oh, everybody's out doing this and I'm studying inside. You want to make sure you're achieving a balance. Balance is key when it comes to studying in the summer, and that is pretty much the biggest secret behind boosting your grades in the summer. It's motivation. If you're not motivated, and more importantly, if you're not disciplined enough to know this is my time to study, this is my time for rest and relaxation, time for myself, time for my family, time for my friends, you're not going to get anywhere because you're not going to be able to focus on what you have to do, as your mind will always be somewhere else. What I would usually do is I would take Sundays off. So I would use Sunday as a day for me to spend time with my family, but also to plan what I was going to revise for the next week. And I found that was actually really helpful, because by just taking a step back and relaxing, I was then focused and refreshed for the week ahead. And I think that really helped me just get more out of the time I had scheduled for my revision. So that is the end of this video. I really wanted to draw upon my personal experiences, because I feel like if you want to boost your grades in the summer, it's all about balance. I know that I struggle with balance. I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. When you're trying to like achieve top grades, the first thing that comes to your mind is how much can I study? But it's not really about how much you do, it's about how well you do it. And I really hope that you found this video useful and it just gave you some guidance on how you can boost your grades with the remaining summer period that we have. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe and I will see you very soon for another video. Bye!